threaded through the Rudy Giuliani years. We had to maintain order and protect the quality of life in New York. We also had to improve the department's strained relations with some of the diverse communities we served. But none of that, important as it was more urgent than protecting America's largest city, which was also America's ripest target, from another deadly terror attack. Our enemies kept coming at us, over and over again. 16 times in all. That's the number of serious terror plots launched against New York City and the number of plots that were foiled. With our federal partners and some luck, we didn't fail once in those 12 years. The terrorists went 0 for 16. How do we do it? It took leadership. It took teamwork. It took extraordinary expertise, inside and outside the police department, from some of the smartest and most dedicated people I've ever met. It took effective relationships with the FBI, the CIA, and many other organizations. But more than anything, the post-9/11 terror fight required vigilance, constant, relentless, tireless, and creative vigilance. This was no responsibility that could be assumed half-heartedly. There was no going through the motions here. The terrorists never let up, and neither did we. We had known for months that the Brooklyn Bridge was a prime target for al-Qaeda terrorists. The bridge in the Godzilla movie, they called it, in emails and text messages intercepted by U.S. and foreign intelligence agencies overseas. With sufficient planning and a little bit of luck, the terrorist schemers were confident they could wreck at least as many New York landmarks as the famous movie monster had. It was easy to see why the bridge was such an enticing target. It was massive, iconic, almost as well known as the toppled towers. Another feature of the downtown skyline recognized the world over. And best of all, the bridge was right out in the open and busy all the time, carrying 120,000 vehicles a day, plus another 8,000 runners, walkers, skaters, and bikers between Lower Manhattan and Brooklyn. How could the local police possibly protect a structure as large and open as that? The minute I was briefed on the Godzilla chatter during my second month on the job, I ordered security stepped up on the bridge. I want radio cars on the Brooklyn side and the Manhattan side, I said to David Cohn, NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence, who had previously run clandestine operations at the CIA. And let's put a boat in the water below the bridge, I added. In the months and years that followed, we would activate similar strategies at high-profile locations around the city as we rolled out our comprehensive post-9/11 anti-terror campaign. We flooded the zone with uniformed police officers and established our own extensive undercover intelligence and counterterrorism operations, something no other local police department had ever attempted before. We hired top people from the upper ranks of the FBI, the State Department, the military, and in Cohn's case, the CIA, far beyond the normal recruitment pool for local law enforcement. We initiated Operation Hercules, a unique demographics unit, and the Lower Manhattan Security Initiative. High-visibility, critical response vehicles cruised the streets. We stationed full-time New York City police detectives in terror hotspots overseas. Some of these measures didn't always sit well with the federal agencies that had long considered terror fighting their exclusive purview. But leaving the city's security entirely in federal hands hadn't worked out so well for New York. Twice already. Once in 1993, and again in 2001, the terrorists had struck us. Twice was more than enough. It was now time for America's top target to face an unavoidable reality of the modern terror age. No one would ever protect New York as well as New Yorkers would. I took 9/11 very personally, as did many New Yorkers. 2,753 people were killed at the World Trade Center that day, including 343 New York City firefighters, 37 Port Authority police officers, 23 New York City police officers. I had friends and colleagues among the victims, quite a few of them. My wife Veronica and I lived just 2 blocks from the site, which was now a giant pile.